Yo, how you all doing? Your man Pez, checking back in. It's been a while, a long while. I've got me in this pimping ass. Ooh, taggy! Trying to get on that there healthy nutritional grind. It's good seeing you guys again, and I wanted to do this video. This isn't gonna be a Final Fantasy video. Not that there's barely any news happening. I mean, there's barely fuck all happening, to be perfectly honest. I think there's just a bunch of Windows PC reviews for FF15, and that's about it. And I wanted to kind of do this video more about myself, and just to kind of come back into the channel, just come back in, kind of explain what's going down. There's definitely some stuff that needs explaining. I've done this video 4 or 5 times, but I was just never in the right place compared to what I am now. And that's really what it's been, guys. It's been me being away from the channel, to find myself, to explore myself, to it's not as wrong as it sounds, but basically just to get back to me, recharge, re-energize. And it wasn't from the channel. That's the first thing I want to make very clear. I think this is why YouTubers often don't like coming out and explaining when they're going through tough shit or that they're not happy, because there's kind of like this air of being ungrateful, ungratitude. You know what I'm saying. But it hasn't been that. It's just been a lot of life stuff. Myself and Tash, we did part ways, friendly, in really friendly ways. I just knew I'd outgrown to being a different person. And this is the Navisha tournaments. Let's get into this. Let's get into this juicy God damn, I am still ill, by the way. I'm feeling fucking amazing on the outside, but on the inside, I'm all I'm Flemington. Ain't pleasant, so I probably just made some of you cringe with that. Where was I? Oh yeah, this is the Navisha tournament. So a game I was waiting for a year and a half for. So excited for that game. So excited I even thought I'd set up my own esports website. We did our Facebook. We had loads of artists. We had loads of people contribute, writers, web designers. You know, there was so much help from you guys, which I'm eternally grateful for. But it's one of those things, Murphy's Law. I think that's what they call it, Murphy's Law. I think that's the idea that anything that bad that can happen will happen. Or I think it's Sod's Law, where it will happen at the worst time. And that was very much what happened, guys. As Dissidia came out, a lot of the pressure I've been holding up from bad friends, from a relationship that wasn't happy, all just came crashing down at that point, and I simply had to get away from it. I had to retreat, and I did. I retreated into myself. You know, I occasionally popped onto live streams, and you guys probably saw I wasn't quite myself. Go down. By the way, I'm using a new camera, Sony A5100. It's probably gonna overheat any second now. The internal temperature is a load of shite. So there I was. I look back on it now with just a bit of a grin from where I am now. Lowest I've ever been, depressed, miserable. Yeah, honestly, the lowest I'd ever been in my entire life. And it was to the point where I could creep myself onto live streams, but I had certain peasants come through saying, you know, they can tell there ain't something right. We've got a really intuitive bunch, that's all I'm gonna say. Within this community, we have some really strong people with really strong intuition, and they knew I could never bullshit, and I grew up thinking I was the king of bullshit, and that's the thing, guys. It's been a time where I've been having to answer questions about myself. Where do I fit in? What am I doing? What am I all doing it for? And it meant cutting away things, guys. It meant cutting away certain ambitions, certain dreams I'd had. Now, that, again, this is the Navisha tournaments. That was one of them, but I'm only one man. I can't do 120 hours of work a week, so it is with a lot of regret that I have to let that go for now. It does a discount that I might pick it back up. I'm even open to offering that out to anyone within the community. I know there were some other Dissidia communities, and we might have had a proxy rival in the past, but I don't care about any of that. If you guys would like the platform, got some really great potential for growth. The forums are nice laid out, or whatever you want. At the end of the day, it's there, but cutting all that aside, I'm so thankful to you guys. The fact that I even have still have Patreon subscribers, the fact that I still have people, well, if you're watching this video, if you're still clicking it, maybe you haven't forgotten about me, and I thank you from the absolute bottom of my heart on that, guys. And it was actually in tuning into a lot of your comments. In fact, where I've not been doing videos, it doesn't mean I've not been near my channel. In fact, it's completely the opposite. You know, I would get 30, 40 Facebook messages a day, and I don't know, 20 or 30 on Twitter, and another 400 on YouTube, and I got into a state of just ignoring them. No, because I was so eager. Now, if I got to a point where I would finish a video, guys, upload it, and then never even watch it back. Just straight onto the next video, no, trying to keep that meat grinder going. And I've got to say, I blame YouTube for that. They tweaked their formula where you are far more successful if you pump out content daily. They've kind of got this algorithm in place, or at least I know this was about a year ago. I don't know if they've tweaked it, but any channels that had people returning daily, they got their videos in a far better standing, far better reach. I think that's kind of where YouTube's trying to turn into television. So I tried keeping up with that pace. I tried. It was a dumb thing to do because at the end of the day, it's all fucking bullshit, guys. It's all total fucking bullshit. The money, the career aspirations, the climbing up the ladder, it's all total horseshit because I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy working that way. I wasn't happy ignoring you guys. I mean, not ignoring, you know what I mean, not being as connected. And this last week of just speaking to people on Facebook, speaking to people within this community has been more eye-opening than, whew, anything. I'm gonna keep this video too long, so if I keep going on, I'm gonna end up... God damn, my face is all wet. But I do mean it, guys. I do mean it. I have experienced more kindness, compassion, love, and understanding from total strangers across the internet than I have ever experienced from the people I've surrounded myself with. And I don't necessarily blame that on the people I've surrounded myself with. I think I've just not been here. I've not been myself, I've not been within myself, and I've not been focusing on things that matter. But the reason I'm doing this video is because I'm back, baby! We're gonna be doing a live stream tonight. Hell yes we are. Maybe Tales, maybe Bloodborne. Maybe we start Final Fantasy Tactics. War it out in the comment section below, because it's going to happen. So I will see you guys tonight. I might pull back my timing a little bit earlier. I know I usually do 10:30 UK time. I might pull it back to 10 or 9:30. Let me know what that time is going to do for most of you Ameribras, European, and I don't know, the Asian choker bros and choker hoes. Will that totally throw a spanner in the works, or will that work? Because I kind of want to start getting to bed a little bit sooner, not quite as late. I'll still go to bed at like 1. But I want to take my time to do things as cheesy as this sounds. It's going to sound very cheesy to a lot of you because it sounded super cheesy to me as a week ago. But I just want some time before I go to bed to meditate, to recenter, to refocus, to reflect. And more than anything, I don't know, just draw back. Just draw back. We are firing off our emotions, our energy, our efforts all day long with friends, with family, with work. We're just firing. And so often we focus on the firing, but we very rarely focus on the drawing it back in. And cool, I've talked enough absolute bullshit for one morning. I will see you guys later. Peace. And in the words of Eminem, I think, fuck it, before we kick the bucket, get up on the Hydra's back, and don't count your apple booze too much in a bushel or some shit. But I did also wanted to show off some of my, and that's the thing, guys, I haven't even been collecting in ages. I haven't even been playing proper Final Fantasy games in ages, doing this channel. Spiraling out into the depression. This is why I want to come back, a bit more of a genuine message to finish this off. If you are struggling, you know, be that with relationship, be that with money, be that with stress, anxiety, loneliness, all things that for the first time I felt in a really profound way. I do mean profound. Now, I'm not going to try to stroke my ego, but I lost £36,000 in 6 months, guys. I had some really dark thoughts, guys. And look where I am now. And this isn't an act. In fact, this is one of the first videos I've done. I've actually just hit record, and I've just been me, and I've just been myself, and nothing is fake. And this is how happy I am now, guys. This is the inner peace. I found how to move on, move past it. But I know, you know, there's gonna be so many of you who are going through worse and can't. So my message to you guys is just take it day by day. Honestly, take it day by day. That's what I had to do. And just know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You know, for me it was ridiculously simple. At first, no, that day to day, it's little things like making a smoothie, going for a run. You know, rather than smoke that one fag, which I'm now giving up, smoke it in halves. Smoke it in halves. Go to bed a bit sooner. You know, every day just try to make one tiny little step towards something that you see as positive. And eventually it snowballs. Eventually it builds, and then eventually, you will forget. You'll forget it ever happened. No, you won't forget. No, that's bullshit. You won't forget it's happened, but you'll be free of it. And honestly, this community is one of the most caring, understanding communities that I've ever been around. Maybe I'm saying that just because it's my own. Well, I helped start it. Like I say, this is way bigger than just me and myself. What the fuck am I doing? I've just turned on the bathroom. I'm so comfortable on camera right now. I was actually gonna have a piss on camera. Oh, that would be grotesque. But for real, talk to someone. Talk to someone, reach out to someone, anyone. People aren't mind readers. No, we're not telepathic. And although you think, and this was the biggest thing for me, although you think people should know and people should be aware, and that you have told them or showed them enough, sometimes you just haven't. And sometimes it just hasn't clicked for that person. And sometimes you just have to make what you're thinking and feeling a little bit clearer. So there it is, guys. I will see you guys later. Peace, and until the next video. Goodbye! Oh, fuck. Is that the fucking wallpaper?